Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen. Today we're watching the last episode of The Bad Batch. Not only of season 3, but of the entire series. And I'm very excited to see how they conclude this one. There are a couple questions and things that I don't know if they'll be answered in this or if they'll continue on later on in the Star Wars canon. But right now it seems the main focus is going to be rescuing Omega and the other kids. That seems to be kind of the primary objective of this finale. But I'm sure we'll be surprised in some ways. The entire series of Bad Batch has been wonderful. I know Jen and I have both really liked it. It's been kind of more our speed as far as like tone and whatnot. So we've really enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see how they finish off the season/series. How are you feeling going into the final?
Good, I'm really excited. You know, Bad Batch is like this group of misfits, you know, that really, I feel like is separate from all our main characters within Star Wars. The storylines have just been really interesting. I would have thought that, you know, by season 3, it would have gotten a little old, but they have really kept it top notch. I'm glad that we're kind of ending this series on a note that we kind of started with, Omega. Yeah. You know?
I think Crosshair has been a wonderful character development archetype.
100%.
And I like seeing the batch kind of back together structurally, just like all of them, I know with the exception of Tech. But having Crosshair back in the group and then more loyal to the group is really nice. Some of the things that I feel like are a little left off, Ventress kind of teased training Omega a little bit and that she was sort of strong in the Force, and that's not really come back. And I don't know if that's going to be a part of something else, but that's something I think would be really interesting. Having a clone that is strong in the Force, and I think they're using Omega's blood and her M count for like the future cloning stuff with Palpatine down the line. But for her as a character, I wouldn't mind seeing her in a 15, 20 year time jump, being a Jedi or something akin to that, or being able to use the Force even if she's not like a trained Jedi or something along those lines. I think there's a story to be told there. Anyway, I'm sure this episode will have some surprises for us. I don't think it's going to be as straight-laced as the batch comes in, they have some problems, but ultimately they're able to rescue Omega and the kids at the end. I think there's going to be some deviations there, but I'm excited to check it out. Let's go ahead and do that. Episode 15 of season 3 of The Bad Batch. Got a new slide intro there. Bad Batch. I think that Omega was a little more, like we started with her being a little more grown up. She's kind of the way that I like kids presented in shows and stuff. And I know some people don't like my response to that, but I felt like Omega very much showed that she was still a kid because she did some childish and impulsive things, but it wasn't nearly to the extent of like being as obnoxious as Ahsoka was, I thought.
Yeah, they didn't exaggerate her being a kid.
Maybe that, yeah. I know some kids are like that, and it just comes down to preference, but that's just my preference.
Try and stop me. Guard the vault until the security lockdown is lifted.
One of the insurgents has been captured.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting conversation.
Aligning yourself with insurgent clones.
You're surprisingly calm, considering this secure and secret facility. Can't imagine the Emperor will be pleased about that.
I knew Clone Force 99 would eventually attempt to recover Omega.
All this for the young clone.
What I am working on is beyond your understanding.
What's up, Nalase? Nalasa.
Down continues. The higher the chance you'll be discovered. The vault is several levels down. Hemlock keeps it under heavy guard. I was wrong about this place.
Good for you, Emery.
My squad I told you about? They're here. You really think this will work? I'll make sure of it. Can you fix it? That is not part of my program.
All right.
I like how it still floats.
Dr. Scalder's on the way. Hurry.
Dr. Scalder just pops her head in there.
Where are the others?
For any little thing.
Yeah.
We were with the droid.
Tell me what you are really doing.
Ava's telling the truth.
What if it just like kills her?
A few days of isolation should remind you.
Said a few days of isolation.
Oh. It's got like a little baby carrier.
Little baby Bjorn. Almost hit him in the head going out there.
He's gonna need another med patch.
I can make it.
The Empire used bounty hunters to retrieve them.
How do does Omega fit into all this?
She's vital to Hemlock's main objective for the Emperor, Project Necromancer.
Bringing him back from the dead.
He won't be quiet for much longer. Things are about to get very loud anyways.
Find out where that's coming from.
Oh, Zillow Beast.
Step out of there.
Oh boy.
Oh, he looks really good in this show.
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez.
Oh.
Okay. The whole thing about this guy is that he's basically impenetrable, for scales anyway.
What's going on?
Due to Dr. Scalder's incompetence, they exploited a weak point within the walls.
The Zillow's loose in the containment level.
Consider your fate now tied to hers.
She released the Zillow.
How do you know that?
Put the pieces together.
Oh.
This puts him to sleep.
That thing looks gross. Oh, crosshair.
Stop looking at me like that.
I'll infiltrate the base myself.
We've handled worse situations.
Clone Force 99 died with tech. They're not that squad anymore. Omega needs you both. I'm doing this alone. It's what I deserve.
Don't even think about Plan 99, Crosshair. We do this together.
Oh.
What's going on?
Whoa.
Oh. Like Godzilla.
That's why I'm here.
Echo's handiwork or Omega's?
Omega.
The Zillow got out this way. I'm not good with height. I guess I'd make a poor soldier.
Yeah, I guess so. Now get up that ladder.
Just stay focused on what's ahead, not what's below.
What if he's the only one that falls off the ladder and dies?
Should he really be carrying the baby if he's
Yeah,
that's good height?
Should we give the one who's afraid of heights the baby?
We need reinforcements.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hemlock's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. His voice is so like calming.
Right.
But so threatening, dangerous.
Right track. Omega definitely came through here. What's at the top of this shaft?
Yeah, we still haven't seen the story around this dude either.
Oh boy.
Just like a evil Bad Batch.
We can take him.
No, we can't. Go. I'll be right behind you.
Oh, I feel like Crosshair's gonna sacrifice himself.
He's going to sacrifice himself.
No, you can't. There must be another way.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Be more careful with your shooting hand.
Oh, they really cut his hand off?
I hope not.
Just a little bit further.
Is that the rest of your squad?
Is that the rest of your group there?
Do you see your squad? Not yet.
Hey, you don't belong here.
Echo?
Hey, kid.
You're helping us, Dr. Carr?
I am.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Where are Hunter, Rekka, and Crosshair?
They're dead
You mean captured?
for now.
Don't worry. Emery's taking you someplace safe.
Be careful, Omega.
glad you chose the right side.
Way better than the left side.
Let's complete the mission.
Hemlock's gonna be mad. Oh no.
The last time we crossed paths, you had just lost a member of your squad, and it appears history may repeat itself.
Oh.
You will make fine operatives. We'll survive. But you won't.
There is an incoming transmission from Governor Tarkin.
What's going on?
We're breaking out.
Omega.
Aw.
We're all getting out this time. I searched all the cells, they're not here.
Could be in the training room. It's where Hemlock conditions the clones he deems useful. Is anyone willing to stand with us? I will. Got one.
I'm Spartacus.
Me too. I'll trigger an alert in a different wing and reroute their troops.
The only way you will be free is if Hemlock and the databanks are destroyed.
You'll need this.
I hear you've lost control of the Zillow Beast.
Harkin.
The Emperor is most concerned.
I have the situation under control.
I don't think you do.
You can expect my arrival shortly.
Training floor's 2 more corridors over.
The pneumatic tube system runs throughout this base.
It worked in the vault.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh
I don't know
boy.
what this guy's gonna do. I hope they don't kill Nalase.
Step aside.
Is that a freaking bomb?
Oh my gosh. Is she gonna sacrifice herself?
No, you can't. There must be another way.
Project Necromancer.
You think any of the team is gonna die in this episode?
Better not.
I think Crosshair might protect the squad or to save everyone.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh! You guys are ruthless.
Yeah.
Oh, I got her.
Very enlightening. Who knew a child could be so valuable?
My word will never belong to you or the Empire.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, I liked her.
Wow. So Nalase is gone. So is Rampart. Oh, jeez. Oh man, that's Echo.
Uh-oh.
There's been an explosion in the central lab.
Your data's gone.
But I still have you.
You're forgetting one thing. I have them.
We're leaving. Get the kid.
Oh.
Oh! I think Wrecker will die.
Hopefully not.
I feel like
He's
one
like
of
my
them.
favorite.
Oh! I wonder if we'll see this guy's face. Will he be a clone?
You should stay here.
Not a chance.
Oh, he did cut off his hand.
Oh.
Ricker, where are the others?
Oh!
Oh.
Good to see them together.
Mm-hmm.
That's far enough!
You won't get past them.
Crosshair gonna snipe him. Come on.
It's hurting you.
Neither will you. You need me alive.
Yeah.
If I go over, if you go over.
Drop the blasters!
Oh.
Cat, you're too close. She knows what to do, Crosshair.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh.
Hemlock. More like him dropped.
Really? Oh.
Ooh.
That looks really good.
It does.
Various wings of the base sustained heavy damage.
Was any of his research salvageable?
No.
Redistribute all funding to Project Stardust.
Stardust. You remember that from Rogue One? Project Stardust was like the Death Star.
Dang, he didn't even shed a tear for Hemlock.
No. He's like, that moron cost us so much money. So much taxpayer dollars. Hey, that looks good. Sushi. I'm glad that they have sushi in space.
I'm heading to Pantora to help get some of the clones.
Pandora.
I have a lot to make up for. I'd like to help out however I can.
Space bonsai trees. I guess we're in Space Japan. We're gonna get these kids back to their parents?
Right.
We're just gonna live here.
Will it take long to find their family?
Okay, good.
What about the rest of the clones?
They're free to follow their own paths.
Like what?
Whatever we want, kid. Whatever we want.
Crosshair. All right, I didn't think that was going to be the final scene. Alder Omega.
Thought you could just sneak off?
This shouldn't be a surprise. The rebellion needs pilots now more than ever.
We want to keep you safe.
You have, but I'm not a kid anymore.
You're our kid, Omega.
You've all fought enough. I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you are, but I'm not.
Aww.
Here, off you go. Omega, if you ever need us, we'll be there.
Aww.
Take.
It's all right, girl. She'll be fine.
Just finished the end of The Bad Batch. I really enjoyed it a lot. It more or less boiled down to what I thought it would, them kind of rescuing her and then moving on. I'm glad we got a little bit of an epilogue though, where we see Omega grown up now and I guess going to help the rebellion take down the Death Star eventually as a pilot. So I guess she never became a Jedi or really did anything with the Force after that. But it was still, I feel like a pretty satisfying ending for the show. All of the data from their experiments was wiped out for Project Necromancer. So I thought that they were going to actually retain that because we know that Palpatine does use something down the line to come back. Somehow Palpatine returned. So the fact that they wiped it out, I guess there was some other way that the Empire was able to do that. Crosshair losing his hand, it didn't really come up actually at all. He just, one scene, he's
kind of solved his problem, I mean, to a certain extent.
Yeah, by creating a new problem though. But yeah, they didn't really like reference that. He, you know, even like the sacrifice for Omega was worth it or something. You know, there wasn't really any of that. But overall, I enjoyed it a lot. I think this was a great season. I enjoyed the pace and the tone and the animation especially. It's one of those comments that we've been making throughout the entire season of how just great it looks visually. I'm pretty satisfied with the ending of the whole thing. I think of course there's always going to be some things I wish they would have done that, or I wish they would have gone this route. But ultimately, I'm pretty satisfied. What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I think that everything came full circle. They tied up a lot of loose ends. Hemlock thrown off and killed. Crosshair's battle with his like hand. I really thought that was gonna be more of like a mental thing for him.
That you would have overcome at the end.
Right,
yeah.
But they did not go that way. They just chopped it off and you're good to go. You know, that's fine. I really enjoyed the last scene with Crosshair, Hunter, Hemlock, and Omega. I think that at the end of the day, the season really boiled down to those 4 characters. And for Omega, Crosshair and Hunter have really been her go-to guys, you know, for one reason or another. And so I think it was appropriate that her life at the end of the day was held in their hands, and they were the ones to really save her. I love the evolution of Omega's relationship with the Bad Batch team. I think that's my favorite thing throughout this whole series, and it's been pretty constant, you know, and they've switched it up in each season. For example, with Crosshair, Omega is the most forgiving out of the group. She really, even with his betrayal, she was the first to defend him. She was the first to say, I can't leave him. So I really admire her character, and I love that Omega's character is completely different than any other character in Star Wars. It really is. The fact that she's a clone and all the trials and tribulations she's been through, I just love this family dynamic, and I think that's just so much fun to go down. Visually, I think it looked really beautiful, especially in that last scene with like the rain coming down. I think it looks just great.
Yeah.
The ending was not, I didn't think that it was gonna go that way, but I'm pretty happy with it as well, just because, you know, we got to a point where Omega is on her own. You know, she's able to take care of herself, she's equipped, she's obviously learned a lot from the Bad Batch team, and I think in the big picture, that's kind of what the whole series was about. Omega learning from these father's brother type people in her life. That take care of her. And so now she's off on her own, and I think it was a great series. I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm sad that it's over. I really enjoyed all these missions with the guys. I don't know where I'd rank it with like some of the other animated stuff, Rebels or Clone Wars. I feel like they all kind of had their pros and cons. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I feel like Clone Wars probably had some of the weakest low points, but some of the highest highs. And I think Rebels was pretty straight-laced the whole time, kind of like this, though erring on the side of a little bit more kiddish than this. If this isn't my favorite, I would say it's only topped by a few specific arcs of Clone Wars maybe, but it's up there just as a whole. I really enjoyed it. This was a great watch. And hopefully we'll be getting more Star Wars content. Well, I know we're gonna be getting more animated Star Wars content down the line. Hopefully it'll be as good as this. Of course though, these are just some of our thoughts. We'd love to know what you guys think of not only the finale of Bad Batch, but Bad Batch in general. This has been a great journey, honestly, from us starting Clone Wars to Rebels to now, has been a great journey. It's helped my appreciation and understanding of Star Wars even more, and I had come in as a Star Wars fan already, I just never watched the animated stuff. So now that we're pretty much caught up, I know there's Tales of the Empire, that's short stuff like Tales of the Jedi, but as far as like the main meat series, we're caught up now. Let us know what you think. If you did enjoy this video, leave it a like, it helps the channel out a lot. But for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care.